Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to today's video, which is my shop my stash video. So every month I like to shop my stash and pick out products that I want to focus in over the next month. It's a way for me to rotate through my collection with no pressure of having to pan anything or finish anything. It's just basically, as long as I get some use out of it over the month, I will be happy. So I had two primers during the month of August to play with. The first one was a small size of the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. I basically use this just under my eyes, mainly because I felt like it says long wear foundation grip, preps, smooths and perfects. So I thought that would be best under my eyes. It was okay. I wouldn't say that my concealer sat any nicer under my eyes than what it would normally do with cheaper primers. I think the best one I found was the e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer or the Benefit Poreless Primer. Those have been the best two for me personally. This one I wouldn't rate as high as those two, but I got some use out of it. Quite happy with that usage. I'm happy for it to go back in my collection. The other primer I had was from Barry M. This is the Fresh Face Illuminating Primer with Aronia Berry, Vitamin C and Hyaluronic Acid. I have the shade Warm. I really do like this primer. It really gives a nice glow to the skin. So if glowy primer is what you're looking for and you're not wanting to spend too much money, it's a really nice primer. Is it the best one? Not in my opinion, but it's okay. So yeah, I used that one. For foundation this month I used the No. 7 Hydra Luminous Tinted Moisturiser. I got a couple of uses out of this. As I say, I haven't wanted to leave the house, especially in the last 2 weeks, I'd say. I even skipped book club this month because I couldn't face going outside. Anxiety. It's a social life killer. And I normally only wear this when I'm leaving the house, but I know I love it. I am determined to finish it this year. I'm going to D&D this weekend, so hopefully I'll get some use out of it this weekend. But yeah, I would put this out anyway, regardless if it's in Shop My Stash or not when I leave the house anyhow. So yeah, I really like this one. And next, for concealer, I had my NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. We're making progress with this one. It's quite up here. This is a Project Panna's Dream packaging, by the way. The fact that this is an airless pump and you can see it going up, Project Panna's perfection, you know? We love this sort of stuff. I really like this concealer. I do. I really like it. And I would definitely repurchase this once I finished it. But we have a long way to go for that yet. But I really, really like this. I do. I really like it, especially for my aging skin. For the powder, I had picked my Morphe Bacon Set Setting Powder in Translucent. This was okay. It was okay. So it's in a sifter pot like that. I have to say though, the problem with loose powders is basically you can't just stick your brush into it and go. You have to tap it out into a pot, then you have to go in with your brush, and then you have to tap out some more, and then it's just a faff, isn't it? Isn't it just a faff? I can understand why Rebecca from I can't remember what I know her channel name is now just Rebecca S, but she goes by her old YouTube name still on Instagram. But she takes out the sifters and I can understand why, because it's such a faff. So yeah, I'm more of a fan of pressed powders than loose powders, but it was okay. It was fine. It was fine. I won't be buying the full size. And then going into like cheek products, The two cream products I had was the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand highlighter in Rose Quartz. I kept this in for a second month because I enjoyed it so much the first month. And we have quite a bit of usage. I think I've got a bit of an air bubble stuck there. But we have quite a bit of usage there on the end. I'm going to buy another one of these. I can see myself going through this pretty freaking quickly. I love this. It's so beautiful. I want to buy another one. So yeah, I will rotate it out this month because I do have other cream highlighters I want to use. And the cream blush I was using was the Flower Blush Bomb that was given to me by Ruth. I'm going to say that this is very light on my skin. Barely there. I have to pack this on to get that shade on my cheeks. As you can tell, it's very much almost my skin colour. So I have to pack this on to get any shade at all. But I'm not mad about it. I like the consistency. I like the staying power of it. Just this shade is obviously too light for me. If I could, I think this is in the shade Pinched. Obviously I got this from Ruth, so that's fine. I'll happily continue to wear it. It's a nice base for my powder blushes, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I might think about seeing if I can find these in another shade maybe. But I'll get my use out of it, so it's going to go back in my collection. And then I pulled this as a blusher. It's always been in my blush category, but then recently I noticed that on the packaging it says highlighter. So this is the Balm's Cindy Luminizer, and I was like, so is it a highlighter or is it a blusher? It is both. It's a blushing highlight. That's what it is. I do have it on my cheeks today and it is beautiful. Beautiful. I am going to keep it in my blush category because I feel like this is a blush and a highlighter in one. So I'm more likely to apply this as my blush and then add a little bit of extra highlighter on top. But if I applied a different blush, I probably wouldn't pull this as a highlighter. So yeah, it's a highlighting blush for me. So I'm going to keep it as a blush. I really enjoyed it. It is looking very delicate in there, so I'm going to have to be really, really careful with it because I feel like it's going to break, especially around here. But you know, it's such a beautiful, beautiful product. And then I had my NARS Laguna. Oh, turn it around, Nicola. My NARS Laguna bronzer. I used this a couple of times. Yeah, I really like it. It's a real nice shade for me. So yeah, I like that. So happy to have that in my collection. We'll put that back. And then the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. I am wearing it today as well. I'm very glowy on the cheeks today. Really pretty. I really like this. It's so pretty. So yeah, really pretty. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's anything to write home about, but it's pretty. It's, what more can I say? It's pretty. I will keep it in my collection. Then moving on to eyes. Should we do eyes next? So I had the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Bourbon. You know I love this. It's a beautiful brown shade. Really, really pretty, like that. Yeah, I got quite a few uses out of this. I did a couple of eye looks this month that really required a brown eyeliner, so I love them. I wish they were cheaper because then I would own all the colours, but they're not cheap, so I only have one of them. I'd really like a purple one of them. I've seen some people with the purple eyeliner from the Glide On range, and it looks so pretty, and I really would like it. The other thing I had was the e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick in Perfect Pearl, which is like that, and that's the shade there. I kind of use this to put on my inner corner a couple of times, and it's really good for that. So yeah, I do find that these do budge though. They do budge. But I really liked it as an inner corner highlight. Really made any eyeshadow that I put on there really pop. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then my Natasha Denona Mini Bieber palette. Guys, this is really, really pretty. I actually use this in combination with another product in my Shop My Stash for this month. I had these two shades in the crease area, and then instead of using the shimmer, which one am I pointing at? The shimmer eyeshadow in here, I actually went in with this. This is the e.l.f. glitter eyeshadow in Flirty Birdie, and this one I was actually put onto by my daughter. We went to go see The Little Mermaid at the cinema when it first released, and I couldn't concentrate on what she was saying to me because I was just looking at her eyes thinking, oh my goodness, what are you wearing? And she told me it was this one. So I went out and purchased it, and haven't looked back since. This is beautiful, absolutely stunning. So, so pretty. And so glad that I own it now. So there it is there. So really, really pretty, and as I say, it just really suited the do it that way, really suited the mattes from this palette. So yeah, really liked this combination, and I didn't want to put the powder eyeshadow over the top because that was just too stunning to hide. Too stunning to hide. I felt like a pretty princess. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. So yeah. Beautiful. And the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in Punk Rock, which I also got from Ruth. Now, I said that I wasn't sure if I was going to keep this because I had to throw out my collection glitter eyeliners earlier this year, last year sometime, because they were irritating my eyes. So on that, I was a bit worried about using this, but I've actually found a way to use this one that means that it's nowhere near my eyes. It's on my eyes, but not in my eyes. Let me explain. So instead of put this on the lash line, which I would normally do as a glitter eyeliner, I actually put it just in the crease of this eye look that I have today. Because the crease colour is a very similar sort of mauvey purple shade, and then I have the blue on the eyelid, I put this just in that crease, and it just adds a touch of glitter to it. It's so pretty. It is starting to dry up, I will say that. So I don't think I've got a lot of this to play with, but it's just sort of it gives a little bit of a sparkle to my eye look, and it's really pretty. So yeah, I'll continue to use that until it dries up. But yeah, I'm just going to go back in my collection for now. And then the two lip products. Oh no, there was another lip product. Where's the other lip product? I have some lip products. My lip balm that I chose for the month was the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine in the shade Delightful. So this one has like a hydrating core there, and as you can see, this was brand new all the way to the top when I pulled it in, and it's now just below. This is really pretty, but it has a bit of a cool toned look on your lips, so it kind of gives like a blue tint on my lips, because obviously this is a shade when you swatch it, but when I swatch it onto my bare lips, it gives my lips a tint of blue, like I'm losing my breath kind of look, like Nicola needs to breathe. So not sure this is really my shade. But it's only a lip balm, so it's not like I'm leaving the house with this shade of lipstick on or anything, so it's not a problem. It's not a problem. But I do like it, but it's going to go back in the collection. Then my lip liner, I have this on today, the W7 Lip Twister in brown. It's getting softer. I wouldn't say it's brown. It's kind of like a reddish brown, but yeah, it's all right. It's okay. It needs sharpening every time I use it, so that's going to help it to go quicker, which is a Project Panna's dream. And then my lip products. So the W7 Lippy Chic or Chic lipstick in the shade Gossip. This mini one that I got out of the advent calendar last year. I did wear this a couple of times and oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I love it. It's like a cool toned brown and I love it. It's my type of brown. So yeah, I really liked it. I got quite a bit of use out of it actually, but there's not much product in there. It's just like a MAC mini lipstick really, in all honesty, but cheaper quality, which you can tell in the packaging. But I really liked the shade on me, really liked the shade on me. And then last but not least, I have the Sephora lip stain in the shade 06. They do have names, but it's on the packaging that you take off, so you can never remember what they're called. So this is a cream lip stain. I actually didn't use this again for the second month. I think this was in for 2 months now and I still didn't wear it. So I am going to keep this in for 1 more month, and I'm going to make this a priority to wear because I really haven't worn these since I bought them, and I really need to get my butt moving and wear this. So keep this in for 1 more month. It's the only thing that's staying in. So yeah, that is everything that I wore this month. So I only missed 1 item this month, but I am project panning a lot of lip products at the moment, and that's probably why I didn't get around to wearing the Sephora lip stain. But that is it. So let's get a look into my drawers. We've had a bit of a shift around, warning. So some of the drawers are going to look a little different. But yeah, so let's jump into my makeup drawers and let's shop my stash for September. Okay, so starting off with my palette. As you can see, I've had a bit of a shift around with the way that I'm storing my palettes. But what I'm thinking of pulling is this one. This is my Physicians Formula Butter eyeshadow in Tropical Days. The palette, can you see that? The glasses, or the plastic, is going. We've got one of these old things. But I actually swatched this the other day and it's really pretty. Oh, I've got cat hairs everywhere. Really like pretty sort of shades. Great formula. So yeah, I think I'd like to pull that this month to play with. I might pull this one as well actually. So this one is the Juvia's Place The Violets that I got from Ruth last month, and we've got some beautiful sort of purpley shimmery shades in here. Well, that matte didn't swatch very well, but there it is, these 3 shades here. So
yeah, I think I'm going to pull that one as well. Okay, so the next drawer, as you can see, is one of the deeper drawers. And I've changed it from being my eye drawer to being my base drawer. But then we have small palettes at the back here. And it's simply because I want my foundations standing up. And they can in this drawer, just. Some of my primers still have to lie down, but at least my foundations can stand up so that I can see how much I've got left in them. So, starting with primers, I think I'm going to pull my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. So I'm going to pull this one. It's a very silicone-y one, but I do want to get some more use out of it this year. I'm not going to pull a glowy primer because I have one in a project pan. For foundations, part of me wants me to pull this one, the Clinique Even Better, because as you can see the line now, because it's September's going to be the last sort of really summery month, and this has SPF in it, which will still be valid, but after September and we get into the autumn months and things like that, I'm not going to need SPF so much, and so by this time next year when I need the SPF again, the SPF is not going to be working in this foundation any longer, but the foundation will still be okay. So I think I'm going to pull this to try and get some more use out of it before that SPF turns. For concealers, I think I'm going to go for the, oh, that needs shaking, for the Rimmel Kind and Free thingy. This is nice one, so yeah, I'm going to go for that one, I think. I kind of, I'm going to pull the collection Lasting Perfection Sheer Loose Powder. I'll pull that one. And that should be it for this drawer. Do I want any mini palettes? I feel like I want to pull one of these e.l.f. ones now that I've got all of them. I think I'm going to pull, which one, this one? Truffles. I think I'm going to pull Truffles, you know. So I'm going to pull Truffles from the e.l.f. Bite Size palettes. So it looks like that. So those are the shades. Oh. So that's a swatch of them. So yeah, let's pull that one. Okay, so here are all of my cheek products. So starting off with cream products, I'm going to pull in this MAC cream blush. It's from their Temptation Fate thing. Really, really pretty. So it looks like that. I really like that. And then for cream highlighter, I think I'm going to pull in my stick highlighter from number 7 again. Just because I love that one so much. So let's pull that one in again. Then for powder highlights, powder blushes, I know I pulled in one of these thingies, but let's pull in this one. The Essence Blush in Beloved. Because I still feel like it's nice and bright enough for the summer. For highlights, let's pull in the W7 Glow Commotion. Have I had this in recently? I can't remember, but that'll go nicely over the top of this one. That's what I'm thinking. And then in regards to bronzers, I might pull in this one because this one's one of my darkest. So I Heart Revolution Coffee Bronzer in Latte. This is one of my deepest, so I really need to be gentle with it. I don't know why I thought that was my colour, but never mind, we'll pull that in. Okay, and here we are in my new eye drawer. So this is one of the more shallow drawers, which used to house my foundations and primers and stuff in. But as you can see, all of this is shallow items. Even with these cream eyeshadows or liquid eyeshadows stood up, they're still not too tall for this more shallow drawer. So it makes sense just to put the eye stuff in here. Sometimes they don't all have to go in order all the time. Sometimes they just need to go in the drawer that suits the products. Anyway, so let's start off. So thinking about the eyeshadows I've got some neutrals and some purples. So I'm missing a purple eyeliner. That's what I'm missing. You know what I'm going to pull in? I'm going to pull in this Essence Long Lasting eyeliner in Olive You. Just because I think that with some neutral eyeshadows will sort of pop on the eyelid. Do I have... I don't even have a shadow stick in purple. I really am missing a purple. I do have this purple. So I have the e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow in Supernova. So I could pull this out, I suppose, and have a play with that. Yeah, let's pull that one. For cream eyeshadow, like a potted cream eyeshadow, should I pull this one? This is a Super Shock eyeshadow in Set to Stern. It's more like a topper than like a opaque shadow. I don't know, will that go with any of the shades? It might do. Let's pull it anyway and see what happens. If I don't use it, I don't use it. And any other eyeshadows? No. I think I will leave it at that for that drawer. Okay, and last but not least, we are in my lip drawer. So, do I bring out Pinch, maybe? As a neutral. I think I'll bring out the Beauty Bay lipstick in Pinch, which is that one there. I think I'll pull that one. For liquid lip, I might pull out this one. So this is the Sephora lip stain in number 37. Don't know if you can see that, but that's that one. I got a new Maybelline Lift Gloss in the shade Petal. I haven't even opened it yet. Let's have a swatch of this. Is this going to be too pink? I think that'd look nice with the purples, wouldn't it? So that's Petal from Maybelline. So let's pull that. And then if I pull this through, I want to pull this. I haven't used this one yet. This is my MAC. Oh, it doesn't say. Sorry, not sorry. Velvet Blur lipstick. So it looks like that. And it's kind of like an orange. So I'm thinking that might go. So yeah, let's pull that. So that is my Shop My Stash. I don't think I'm going to pull any lip balms or anything. Or any other liquid lipsticks or anything. But that is my Shop My Stash for another month. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!